Yo, what's up guys? It's me, Mesozoic V, and today I will be showcasing the LEGO Jurassic Park T-Rex Breakout set. So before we get into the set, I just want to say I haven't used or built with LEGOs in years, so I apologize if I have no clue what I'm talking about, because I don't. But overall though, I know this is actually part of a line that LEGO is currently doing. It's more for like older audiences. This is actually an 18 plus set, so really neat. This isn't no little children's set, so yeah, really neat. Before we get into the set, I'm actually going to show off the box. So normally I don't like keep boxes and anything, but this box looks really neat. As you can see, you got a display of the entire set. T-Rex Breakout up there, and on the bottom you got the little banner. It's 18 plus, LEGO, and Jurassic Park. Really neat. I love how this isn't branded as Jurassic World, so it feels a lot more vintage, I guess you'd say. Whatever. Really cool though. See LEGO Jurassic Park with a drawing of the T-Rex. On the back, as you can see, it got a little diorama, like blueprint almost, of the set. Right here you got another image of this set. Really neat. Jurassic Park up there, LEGO up there, and then you got the LEGO banner as well as some images. Really neat how you got an image displaying the scene with the T-Rex with Alan Grant with his flare, and you got the LEGO version. So yeah, really nice attention to detail. And next up, we probably got one of my favorite parts of the set, the instruction manual. This is actually really neat. Unlike other instruction manuals where they're mainly just bland, they actually went out of their way of this one, and it's really cool. You got the Jurassic Park logo in some jungle foliage with the LEGO logo up top, little bars. You got a barcode right here, which if you want to check it out online, you can. On the back you got more foliage, and the thing I really like about this instruction manual, is that it actually goes in depth into behind the scenes of the film. It's really neat. So as you can see, it's all decked out. They basically just went all out with this instruction manual, and it's really neat. And as you can see, basically, if you just keep on going through the pages, it basically just goes over the scenes that you build, and it just goes over them. I'm not going to show all of them because there's just so many to show. But overall though, it is really cool. And once you hit the back, as you can see, you will then get a huge photo of Alan Grant with the T-Rex once you finish it. Really cool. So yeah, I really like this instruction manual. They really went out of their way of this, and it just looks so good. So yeah, really nice to own. So yeah, let's get into the set. Alright, so getting into the set, as you can see, this is probably one of the coolest LEGO sets I've actually got. Really neat. I love the detailing. There's just so much like references from the movies in this set. I apologize for these sets being really dusty. I've had this thing sitting on shelf. I just didn't know how exactly I was going to review it, so I just decided screw it, and I'm just going to review it anyways, just how it is. Alright, so starting off with the references that come in this set. As you can see, the first two references are Alan Grant's hairpiece and Tim's night vision goggle things. If you want, you can basically just take off Alan Grant's hat piece and replace it with his hairpiece, just in case if you want to recreate the scene where the T-Rex blows off Alan Grant's hat. And with Tim Murphy, you can take off his hairpiece and replace it with the night goggle piece, which goes on like that. And there you go. Now you got the scene where Tim Murphy is looking at the goat with the night vision goggles. As for the next reference in the set, as you can see inside the tour vehicle, you have Ian Malcolm lighting a flare, which is actually a scene that happens in the movie where he is trying to help the others, and he lights a flare only for the T-Rex to go after him. Really neat. And actually, not just that, but you also, it's really hard to view. I'm sorry, the camera is really hard to focus, but you also got the two cups with water, which when the T-Rex comes by, they obviously shake and the water ripples. I honestly don't know how you say that, but yeah, really nice attention to detail. And of course on the back of the car, it's kind of hard to see it because it's really hard to focus in, but as you can see, you got the lamp or torch or flashlight, however you want to pronounce it, that the kids would use that would basically make the T-Rex come over and destroy the car. So yeah, really neat. You can actually remove that piece and have a character hold it, but I'm not going to do that because that'll take way too much effort. After that, we have the T-Rex paddock sign. Really neat. As you can see, it's basically just supposed to look like the stone sign with the T-Rex and island. I know it's very minor, but it's really neat to have. Next up, we have the kids underneath the toy car. So unfortunately, you cannot have Tim underneath the toy car because he won't fit. So instead, there's actually two stands back here where you basically put both Tim and Lex back there. But as you can see, interestingly enough, if you don't want to do that and you have it more, accurate, basically, there's this little curved piece that goes underneath the car, which you can actually get Lex and put her under, so it would make her look like she's crawling out of the car, like how she does in the movie. If you look in the back, as you can see, there's actually the 10,000 volt signs on the fence. There's one right there, and one on the other side behind the T-Rex. And if you remove the car, as you can see, you have the no signs against the fence. Right in front of the broken part of the fence, you can see the T-Rex footprints filled with water. Of course, this is a reference to when Ian Malcolm looks over and he sees the T-Rex footprints with the puddles of water shaking as the T-Rex comes closer. So yeah, really nice attention to detail. And when looking at the back of the set, as you can see, you got the chain where the goat got eaten by the T-Rex. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite reference because how morbid it is. I wish we did get a goat, but I mean, I guess that would be way too morbid for this set, so the chain is fine. And as for the final reference, probably one of my favorites besides the goat, as you can see, we have Alan Grant facing off the T-Rex. Really neat. Alright, and how can I forget, you got the iconic quote from Ian Malcolm, "Boy do I hate being right all the time." Really neat. So starting off with the minifigures, of course, like I said, we have Ian Malcolm, Alan Grant, Tim, and Lex, or whatever. So really neat though. I must admit, these figures actually do look really good. They look a lot like their actor counterparts. However, personally, if I have a criticism of mine, it would probably be Alan Grant. Like, I'm sorry, but if we just take a closer look at Alan Grant, he really does not look like Sam Neill at all. He looks more like Ronald Timbo from The Lost World than he does Alan Grant. So I wish they just gave him more of like a normal looking face rather than giving him such detailed cheekbones. So that's personally a criticism of mine. Next up, we have the T-Rex. So if I have another criticism about the set, it's probably the T-Rex. I gotta admit, it's really hard trying to basically take him off the set. So as you can see, I finally got him off. As you can see though, he basically just comes apart really easily and it's just a pain to mess with him. He's mainly just a display thing. So yeah, as you can see, it's just, I mean, I'm sorry, but she's just really a pain to pose. Of course, once you get past that, she actually does have a lot of detail to her. It looks really neat, a lot of articulation. Of course, with all the articulation, it comes to her being able to break really easily. But as you can see, the jaw can open and close, the head can go up and down, arms can go out and they're on a ball joint so they can swivel, and the hands could move. Really neat. As for the legs, they're kind of like on a ball joint so they can go out and basically swivel. Really neat. The knees cannot move unfortunately, but the legs can. And the toes can, because I don't know if you want to do that. As for the tail, as you can see, the tail can go side by side. It's made up of multiple different joints, side by side. This can go up and down only, or you could swivel, and the tip can only go up and down. It's really hard trying to show this huge figure in one shot, so I apologize. But overall though, really, really neat. So taking a closer look at JP05, I honestly don't know what you would call it. It's called Jungle Explorer, sometimes it's called Ford Explorer, I don't know what you want to call it. But overall though, really, really neat. Got a whole bunch of decals on here. Unfortunately, I wish they were printed, but you had to put on stickers, and I suck at stickers, so I apologize for them looking ugly. Overall though, really neat. Of course, they're officially licensed. But yeah, overall though, really, really nice vehicle. And as for the other vehicle, as you can see, it can come off really easily. And as you can see, here's what the bottom looks like. Like I said, not really much to it, of course, because you don't see this part. But really neat though, really neat. Like I said, I apologize for this being dusty. Like I said, I didn't really know how I was going to review this, so I decided screw it, I'll just review it now. It's been sitting on a desk for quite a bit. Overall though, really, really nice, just like the other vehicle, but just with the top chopped off. You got a whole bunch of like dents inside it. Really, really neat. A lot of detail. And as you can see, the tire's missing on this one because the T-Rex took it off. So yeah, really neat. And if you're wondering why there's a whole bunch of studs right here, that's where the T-Rex foot connects. So yeah, really cool. And of course, when you remove both vehicles, as you can see, you got the track. So as you see, with the normal vehicle, the track looks perfect fine. But once you get to the broken vehicle, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of like indent into the earth. Really neat. And I also love how they actually added the track underneath the vehicle. So even though you don't see it, you've still got the track that's been like indented into the earth. Really, really neat. You also got a whole bunch of like puddles of rainwater, and you also got some like foliage. So really, really cool. I honestly really like this. And of course, as for the back, you got a whole bunch of just foliage in the back. Really, really neat. And of course, you got the electric fences, which as you can see, you got the lights indicating if they're on or off on both sides. Then of course, you got the wired fencing, which breaks in the middle. Really, really neat. And just a lot of detailing in the set that I really like. A lot of references, a lot of detailing, and it just looks really, really good. So yeah, really neat. Alright, and that was the LEGO Jurassic Park T-Rex Breakout set. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I actually really enjoyed reviewing this set and building it. Albeit it did take a long time to build this set. But overall though, really, really neat. For those of you wondering, the set does indeed include 1,212 pieces, and it retails for around $100. So if you guys want to take this set, I'd recommend doing that because this is a really good set. So yeah, get it while you can because LEGO sets apparently they don't really last long. So yeah, overall though, really neat set. And guys, please tell me, what do you guys think of this set in the comments below? Tell me guys, do you like it? Do you not like it? And what are some things that you would have changed about it? I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. Also, for those of you who don't know, I am currently operating a Instagram page where I post a whole bunch of updates and just little, behind the scenes stuff and 3D prints. Really, really neat. So I highly recommend you guys checking it out. Link will be down in the description below. Also, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It would help me a lot. Also, if you like this video, please leave a like. That would also help me a lot and help the channel a lot because it tells me if you guys like this video or not. But besides that, this was the LEGO Jurassic Park T-Rex Breakout set, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Goodbye.